Pickaxe.
We are closing in on 300 members of the cast and crew over at patreon.com/castparty, and we want to celebrate. When we hit 300 patrons, we are going to combat school. Yes, the cast and crew will be going out to New York City to have a private lesson with a stage combat coach. The entire thing is going to be filmed, and at the end, we are either going to recreate or choreograph our own scene, an entire epic fantasy battle for you all to witness firsthand, video and all, so you can enjoy our lovely faces. So what are you waiting for? Head on over and show your support. Patreon.com/castparty. It not only keeps this show going and allows us to continue bringing you the highest quality content that we possibly can, but it also gives you ad-free episodes, behind-the-scenes talk shows for every single episode of Cast Party, early access to the newest episodes of both Campaign 2 and Nocturne, access to our community Discord, exclusive monthly one-shots, and even one-shots run by the director himself. You can play alongside the cast and crew. Yes, you. All at patreon.com/castparty. We hope to see you there. And hey, maybe at 300 patrons, I'll also give out some merch. We'll see. I probably will. Patreon.com/castparty. Enjoy the episode, cast and crew.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cast Party. My name is Colin McManus, and I will be your director for today. I'm joined by Ryan McManus.
Hi, Ryan McManus, playing Bjorg Jorgensen, the jewel of debauchery.
Anna Brisbane.
Lenore DeVere. Chaos, very excited to push all the buttons.
Nigel Deacon.
Hi, Jacko Campman, the leperin loner striving for companionship and control.
Vince Perino.
Tevin Alkin, the mechanism of discovery, reconstructing memories one piece at a time.
Raquel Skellington.
I play Poppy, the tender-hearted giant.
And Luis Carrazzo.
Hey, I'm playing Santos, the apprehensive gate guard.
Ooh.
I like it.
First, we gotta talk about what happened last time. You all dispersed after the citizens of Twin Rivers awoke, but not before agreeing to meet at the Finger Trap the next day to discuss your newfound connections. Jack followed Lenore, who stole his bag, and showed her to her home. He even showed her inside, where she still had some gifts Jack had given to her on their date, though Lenore didn't remember them. Bjorg made his way to a local inn and began making something with paper before heading to bed. Santos, trying to have a typical night, went to Thanar's to get a drink and sat with Linnea. She expressed her hope that Ilos was still out there, that maybe she had gotten away to one of the other demigods. She told Santos that only another demigod would have the power to destroy Ilos, and of any, she suspects Necros, the sinner. Santos headed back to his room to get some rest before his meeting with Officer Darian in the morning. Poppy made her way back to the Wraithwood, a farm inside the city well known for stories of monsters and haunting sights. She entered a dark farmhouse and made her way to her room to place down her belongings. She called to someone upstairs she called Pop, and told them to keep an eye out for the things going on outside. Pop bid her goodnight, and she returned to her room. Tevin returned back to the mechanic shop where he spoke with Desmond. Desmond told Tevin to go meet with the others to maybe retrieve more memories, before Tevin retired to his room. While in his sentry mode, Tevin dreamt of being inside the crater where the object had fallen, and saw an unusual house that looked nothing like the others. He walked towards the house, grabbed a blue, white, and red flag from its pole, and tried to open the locked door, though it would not open. In the morning, Santos reported to Officer Darian, gave a small report on the investigation on the kidnapping before Carmina, owner of Nightshade, entered the room. Trying to calm Santos, she assured him he was not in trouble. In fact, Nightshade needed him. She told Santos to gather up everyone who was still awake after the smoke, as she needed you all to go and retrieve another one of these meteors that fell west of the city. Santos left the meeting and headed for the finger trap. Now, Santos sits in a booth, sipping a dark ale. It's a bit before the others are to arrive. And so the scene is set. The question is, what is everyone doing this morning before heading to the finger trap?
Well, first, I get up and I just grab like a pastry or something early in the morning. And then I'm just gonna sit on top of my roof and just eat it and just wait for Jackal to show up. Because I don't know where I'm going.
And with that in mind, I'm doing kind of the same. I wake up, I make real quick breakfast by frying up some of the eggs that I brought back and a little bit of bacon that I had saved in a satchel. It's probably closer to jerky because it's not refrigerated, but still shelf stable. Throwing it on some bread, wrapping it up, and walking out. As I approach Lenore, I've got bandages wrapped around my hands that are like slightly bloody at the knuckles, but I otherwise have all my normal stuff, my bow, my hookback, and my little satchel of stuff. Just always ready for the day.
What happened to your hands?
I fell.
You fell on your hands?
Where else would I fall?
Is it on your knuckles, the blood? Where's the blood?
Yeah, on the knuckles.
Who falls like this onto your knuckles? Usually it's palms.
I'm very practiced. I learned that it was more safe this way.
I don't think that's true. I think actually it's more dangerous than almost anything to fall onto your hands when you fall. You're supposed to fall like on your butt.
Sure, but I'm very athletic, so I can just like spring trap off of it and I flip off of my knuckles. I'm very strong.
Then you should like do a barrel roll. Like roll over your shoulder.
Well, sure, that's if I wanted to roll, but what if I want to spring out?
Then you're gonna get bloody hands.
Yep, exactly. Anyway, good morning.
Good morning. Where are we going?
To the finger trap, but I think maybe we should pick up Tevin first, because he probably doesn't know where he's going either.
Oh, okay. Do you know where he is?
No.
Great. Tevin!
I'm gonna fly up and down the street yelling Tevin.
He's probably nearby where the thing fell last night, right?
Maybe Tevin!
Tevin! Following suit.
Are you guys going to the crater?
Yeah, I think
sure.
if the whole way just yelling Tevin on the way.
You would come across Bjorg early in the morning out on the streets by his cart. You could see a freshly soldered Bentley logo on the cart, like very fresh.
What?
But instead, it's like a curvier B, and the circle's a cog wheel, and the wings are like mechanical wings. But you could see Bjorg out by the crater site, just in the middle of the street. Come get your demigod jewelry. Show your selflessness to Ilos. Come get your handcrafted Moonrock God jewelry right here at Bjorg's.
What? I'm flying to you.
Say, you got what now?
Oh, I picked up rocks and stuff from the crater. It's wonderful.
Oh.
Been selling like hotcakes all morning.
Wait, show me your jewelry. You got demigod jewelry? What's that mean?
I made a couple rings, a couple earrings, a few necklaces, anything I could overnight.
Ooh.
Just trying to... You have to capitalize on these things, you know?
Do you have anything with like amethyst?
Yes, but I would have to make it for you if you like.
I would love that.
Okay, I also made something else for you, but we'll go over that later.
Hey, this one just kind of looks like rocks.
Wait, what's this? Is this a Bentley logo?
What's a Bentley? This stands for Bjorg.
It looks like the car company?
Don't know what a car is. This is a car.
Oh, okay. None of you know Bentley?
Who is he?
It's a company. Well, I'm sure it was a guy originally, but it's like a fancy car company.
What is a car?
It's like this, but it goes by itself.
Point at the cart.
But I think those are still called carts, but they're magic instead.
I need to work on something like that.
His is just full of rocks.
They're better than rocks.
That's definitely just a rock. I can see that that's a piece from that wall over there.
Well, okay, well, don't have to say it so loud now, do we?
But your amethyst is real amethyst, right?
Yes.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Ooh.
That's a 17.
It's fake as fuck. I rolled an 8.
Jackal's just staring at you, like, eyes squinting, but hands up. Just like, okay, all right, let the snake oil salesman do what he does.
Come on, Corvus retrieved that. And he gestures to the mechanical bird sitting on his shoulder. It resembles a mechanical crow with its head just spinning around.
Is that his name? Corvus?
Corvus, yes. Well, compact ocular retrieving vessel of iridescent showpieces.
What?
Or Corvus.
Where'd you get him?
I made him.
I want to try to pet him. I'll scritch under the chin.
Hi, Corvy.
He loves it. Detaches his head so he can get higher.
Detaches?
Like pivots like a Pez dispenser.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Hi, Corvy. I'm Lenore. Want me to be your new best friend?
Would you like to hold him?
Yeah.
Perfect. And I'll take him by my little finger and I'll place him on Lenore's shoulders. And Lenore, are you wearing earrings?
No,
Damn it.
I want you to make earrings for me. Can you use the amethyst? Can you make me earrings? Do you have 2?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Any specific cut, size, shape?
Surprise me. Do something that you think suits me.
You got it. Let me take some notes and we'll go from there.
I like silver. If you have silver, I prefer silver over gold.
Noted. Where are the others? I thought we were all meeting for brunch or something.
Yeah, we have to go to the finger trap.
Yeah, we gotta find Tevin, though.
Where's he?
I don't know, Tevin!
Tevin!
You were at the mechanic shop. Desmond was making breakfast for himself while telling you some stories about what you guys have been up to try to jog your memory.
I'd probably be sitting next to the table that he's about to eat at. I'd be sitting on the ground in like half sentry mode almost, listening to him and just kind of keeping watch.
That is how we came to acquire Pickles,
Pickles.
the horse.
The horse.
Do you not remember naming her? It's fine. I'm about to eat. You go find your friends, and then you come back here immediately afterwards, okay? Just the next time you find a memory, you come right back to me and you tell me, okay?
I shall go. And I'll walk to the door. Right as he's stepping out, his head just kind of like turns around. Where do I go?
Tevin, I need context.
The finger trap. It is the meeting.
Oh, at least they know a good place to meet. And gives you directions down a street, this left, second right, then it'll be on your left. I do have another idea I've been working on to potentially get your memories back. So I think it would be prudent if I worked on that and you went to go meet these others and see if they can jog your memory.
If you think that is the best route, then I agree. Shall I take Pickles?
No. Make sure you know your way home.
Sure.
Good luck and memories.
All of them for you.
Tevin!
It sounds like other brother is calling. Goodbye.
Poppy, what are you doing this morning?
Poppy's been up for a while, taking care of the farm chores. I'm sure at this exact moment, she's just out harvesting any of the vegetables on the farm grounds.
Very much an early bird, Poppy is. But today you're not going to the markets, so you don't have to worry about packing everything up. You're simply harvesting, putting things away. And you're also able to leave and head towards the finger trap, and you too start hearing shouting of Tevin echo across the streets.
Poppy looks around, but immediately also pinches in between her eyebrows, slight irritation, and breathes out very slowly, whispering to herself, "Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine." As she starts to look around for the small but very loud lady that she met yesterday.
Ahead of you, Lenore, Jackal, and Bjorg. And from just down the other street that you're coming from, you're basically both coming at this group from either direction. Tevin from one side, Poppy from the other.
If we're meeting up basically across the street, Poppy locks eyes with Tevin, is wide-eyed and nods her head and quirks it to the side and smiles and small wave.
Tevin's going to mimic exactly what you did right at the last step of the wave, pause, and then turn away from you where he's hearing everybody else yell and start walking that way and just yelling, Tevin! Tevin!
Poppy shakes her head and follows Tevin. Be like, you're Tevin! I'm pretty sure you're Tevin.
Tevin!
Jeez, what are you, a Pokemon? What are you doing? We're calling for you.
Wait, you guys have Pokemon here?
And Jackal is immediately confused at his own words, at, like, your question. Bjork, do we have... Would you know why I know that? What is that word?
Haven't a clue what words you're speaking right now. As he looks over at Poppy. Out of everyone, I assume that you wouldn't be showing up today. Scampered off out of nowhere without even a goodbye. I assume that was the last we'd see of you.
Well, I don't like to make a big spectacle of myself. Listen, situations like this just get me a little skittish, alright? I don't really know you guys don't really know me. I just, I was handling a lot yesterday.
Have you been in a situation like this before? Where you're dealing with like a space rock that crashed down and like put everyone to sleep except for you?
No, not specifically. I mean, just something that could possibly get us in trouble. Where we're operating outside the system.
Oh.
Poppy just kind of like runs a hand through her hair. Like, body language is very clear. She doesn't want to talk about it.
Oh, speaking of fucking the system, Lenore, you see Bjorg dig inside of his suit jacket pocket? Where the hell did I put it? And he digs near elbow deep into his suit jacket pocket before pulling out a piece of paper. Keep this on you and shut up.
What is that?
These are illegal counterfeit papers for the city of Twin Rivers. ID, basically.
Oh!
Does it have like a name on it?
It just says Lenore.
In crayon?
They are near indistinguishable.
Oh, okay. Okay, I took it away in my little bag.
Well, I'm glad that you're here, Poppy. And knowing Santos, he's probably already ahead of us, so to the finger trap.
To the finger trap.
It's not too far away. You make your way towards the banks. Enter the finger trap. Santos, as you said, is already here. This place is very empty. Jack, you've never been here this early. This isn't a place you go when the sun's still out. Santos has a pretty big booth, only patron here, and is sipping on a dark ale.
Before that moment, I think at least 8 times Santos will have gotten up from the booth, paced back and forth, gone outside to see if anyone was approaching, seeing that they're not even close yet, would kind of go back inside, sit, sip some more, get up, pace, go outside, see if they're nearby. So just kept doing that routine over and over and over again. I think by the time y'all come in, he was about to get up to begin another round of pacing and check outside to see if anybody was approaching, but you beat him to that. So you catch him when he's still sitting there after the 3rd sip. Just looks up at everybody. All right, you're here. Good.
Good morning.
You seem nervous.
Oh, no. It's just been a long night and morning already, so have a seat, everybody. If you want to get a drink, get a drink. But we have a lot to talk about, I think.
Yeah, Santos, I have a very deadly serious question for you.
Okay.
Do you know what Pokemon are?
Is that a dance?
Do you know about Pokemon Pikachu?
Oh, there's rhyming to it. There's more verses.
Okay.
Pokemon, Pikachu, boo. Keep it going.
Jigglypuff?
Oh, I love these words.
That wasn't rhyming, Bjork.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you, is this a joke? Are you?
Damn it.
Santos, do you know why I would know what Pokemon are?
I don't know.
How would if he doesn't know it himself?
Is that something you encountered out beyond the city?
Oh, you're probably right. It probably is something I encountered out there. You know, you see so many things. Does anybody want a drink?
I'm all right, thank you.
All right, so that's 1.
Can I get a lemonade?
That's 2.
I will take 1 memory, please.
That's 3.
I don't know if that's on the menu.
The point of drinking is to get rid of some of those memories, or at least make them a little more foggy, Tevin.
I must never drink, ever.
That's probably for the best.
Poppy, you need anything?
Poppy looks a little sheepish, actually, and maybe a little bit small for her size, and nervously asks, "Do you think they would have a glass of wine here?"
I'll certainly ask. And I'll go up to the bar.
White, please, specifically, and also dry, if that's. But I'll take a sweet if they have that.
I'm pretty sure most drinks are wet. I don't know how to tell you this, but I'll try. I don't.
Oh, if that's not possible, a wheat beer is also fine. She toys with her hair again.
I go up to the bartender and just order 5 ales.
What the fuck?
I will have 5 drinks, please. 5 ales.
It's this big half-orc bartender. You've been here before. You probably know of him. He is the owner of the Finger Trap. This is Grug McGluffin.
Nice.
Sure is.
I love that name. I love it.
You should, because that was sent in by a patron. Isawik recommended that name.
Hell yeah.
Let's go!
Love it.
Yes!
Thank you so much, Isawik.
If possible, can you make one of them dry?
You what?
I don't know what it means either.
All right, I'll figure it out. I can do that for you, buddy. Listen, it's Jackie?
You're so close. It's Jackal.
Jackal. All right. Listen, trying something new today, but with all that stuff that happened last night, nobody's here. I got a new menu item. It's on the down low, though. We can't talk about it, but I'm going to try to sell it, but I need someone to taste it. Would you guys be interested?
Do we have to pay for it?
No.
We will be happily trying it.
I've never cooked one of the things before.
Wait, will you tell me what it is? I might have cooked it before.
He motions you really close.
I lean my ears in.
Lamb.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is the first red meat some of us have seen in years. I'm excited. Something other than chicken for once. I'll bring it over soon. You said 5 ales, one of them not wet?
Yep, do your best. I don't know. If you have lemon, put a lemon in one of them too.
The drinks come out real fast. 4 ales and 1 lemon ale.
So how's everyone doing? Last night was a lot.
That is a good question. How is everybody doing? Did everybody sleep? Did you have weird dreams?
I'm great. I'm optimistic.
Is this an interview?
No, this is just I'm just asking questions. The group of us collectively experienced something that I am a little bit put off by. Santos is looking at the group. You may have noticed that the second you all walked in, he started to kind of scrutinize you all a little bit, assess your state. It seems like you are all carrying on like what happened didn't happen. Listen, what happened yesterday was very bizarre. We witnessed the entire city get knocked unconscious. We witnessed Ilos shatter. None of that is normal. I was plagued with weird visions and dreams, and that's not normal. And I just want things to get back to normal.
What were your dreams?
I don't know. It's all really fragmented, and honestly, I don't know how to make sense of it. It felt like I was somewhere else. Part of what I think is going to be what will be how we get back to some kind of normal is an assignment that I was just given by the owner of Nightshade. This assignment pertains to you all because you are being asked by Nightshade to join me to retrieve a chunk of the meteor that broke apart and fell some distance from the city.
And Nightshade is just always trying to get me to sign up for whatever it is that you guys do.
Oh, wait. You mean outside the walls?
Outside the walls, yes.
Who about that?
You were looking for a reason to go out, Santos. It sounds like we got one.
It does. It sounds like I got what I was asking for, but not at all like how I wanted it.
How many of you have been out there?
Negative.
Me.
Only once.
I know that I've been out there, but I don't have any memories of it.
I have been here and home.
Where's home?
At the shop.
The shop?
Yes, if you turn around and you take a left, and take another left, and then take a right, and go straight, and then take a right, that is home.
Oh, we just missed it.
I go out every day. In fact, I was going to go out after this if we didn't have something to do, but it sounds like we've got something to do, and I'm going out anyway, so...
So if we have you, we'll be fine.
Oh, I'm not worried.
How far do we have to go is the question. How far do you usually go? I know not to go outside the walls, especially without protection, but if the rest of you are going, and if this is paying handsomely, consider me intrigued.
I'm not exactly sure of the terms. I was just asked to get you on board.
I'm on board.
That was quick.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
No, you do. I don't. I have to go. And I would rather not go alone. Faith is being put on those of us that managed to stay awake during that incident. And Nightshade knows that we were not affected by that smoke.
My brother is making my decisions for me. Who is making yours?
I don't know.
Why don't you make your own decisions?
Santos is starting to get a little bit more flustered, already kind of a little anxious. It's almost as if you see him short-circuiting a little.
Can you also explain who the Nightshade is?
The Nightshade Trading Company, they're the group that I work for, except that I do gate guard duty for them. They're the ones that are sent with caravans to make sure that the caravans, those that explore beyond the city, remain safe. In exchange for the work that they do, the services that they provide, we get some coin and we get a couple of other, perks tossed our way.
Oh.
Are they brothers to us?
They've been good to me. I haven't had any problems with them. They're not the city guards, that's another group. These are the people that get hired to perform security for those on the outskirts.
But specifically for cargo?
For cargo, yeah. Goods that come here that we wouldn't be able to acquire otherwise. Nightshade is a part of what is allowing for that kind of trade to happen. Jack, you go out with Nightshade often. They recruit you, I guess. You get hired out.
I see them more as like a protective parent than a brother, but they've allowed me to do the thing that I want to do, which is explore and hunt and be outside of the city. So I can't complain too much.
Poppy under her breath is like, corporate cops.
I gotta hear that. My big ol' ears.
Yeah, you probably heard that.
You're not wrong. Capitalism's gonna be the destruction of us all.
Oh.
Poppy looks over at Chaka do you you heard that?
So if this is a business meeting and it comes with perks, does that mean Nightshade's gonna pay for our little lunch today?
They owe us at least that, I suppose.
No, he's got a special menu item that he's testing out with us, and it's gonna be free, and it's gonna be delicious.
Oh, wait. Are you all in? Are you in? I'll go and I'll get the details, but you're all in on this with me. You're gonna go outside of the city with me to retrieve a piece of the meteor that fell.
Yeah. Me and you, buddy.
I already said I'd go out with you, and I'm gonna put my fist right above the table as a fist bump. It's I got you. I told you I'd take you out.
Take him out?
Cross my finger across my neck.
No, Lenore, take him take him out on a date.
On a date?
Not like a date. And now Jackal's a little flustered, and he puts his hands under the table and is sips the drink.
Can you promise me 2 things? 1, don't let me die. Thoughts?
Look, it's dangerous out there. You all know that, right? I don't know what we're gonna meet. I don't know what we're gonna encounter. Jack, you're the one that knows more than we do.
I can fly. I'm not worried.
I have things that are meant to protect myself, but if I have others, that's okay. I just need to make sure this isn't we take you outside the walls and shoot you behind the head because you all stayed alive, because now a big fancy corporation knows our names and knows that we are associated with this thing falling from the sky.
I didn't even think about that!
That is why I'm here and asking questions.
Good point.
My second question is, I'm doing something for you. Will you do something for me? Buy a ring.
You want me to buy a ring?
Eventually.
Okay. I gotta go out and I gotta do this, and I would like it if I didn't have to do it alone. What happened to us? I think it matters. I think what happened mattered, and I think the fact that we weren't affected by it mattered, and those of you that I feel some kind of suspicion from, don't lose that. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if everything's all on the up and up, and for whatever reason, I feel like I trust a bunch of strangers more than I have.
Well, it's a bit of forced trust in us, right? I mean, you have to go alone regardless, so if we decide to come with you, I mean, that's on you.
Well, I'm in S Club 7 forever. And I put in my fist with the S on it.
Oh, man.
S Club 7?
Well, if you count the bird.
We always count the bird. And Corvus' just head spins around.
I'm in, and I put in my fist, and I'll say, as long as I'm with you guys, we should be okay. And just keep in mind to just never let your guard down unless I'm letting my guard down, okay? If I'm relaxed, then you guys can relax.
If we're all in agreement, then we need some time to get our things in order. Bring whatever you can carry, but bring whatever you know you might need to survive. There's going to be trouble out there, and we need to be ready for it.
I have everything I need. As long as I have my cobbler's tools and my dragon chest, I'll be fine.
I, too, am ready to go immediately.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a hunter with us.
Well, this guy, and I'm going to knock on Tevin's head, he has to apparently ask his brother, because he makes the decisions.
I also have somebody I should at least tell that I'm leaving.
Whatever loose ends you need to tie, we should do it now.
I believe brother told me to join you all and regain anything that I can.
Well, there we have it.
I'm getting up. I didn't identify you all to them.
Is that important?
Oh, that's nice.
They know that you're out there. They know that there are a group of people that did not fall asleep. They asked me how many, and I said I didn't recall. I don't know how else to explain this, but I just know in my gut something else is going on, and I'm not sure right now, for the first time ever, if I'm willing to completely trust Nightshade. And I feel this really incredibly strong urge of concern over the rest of you, and I don't even know you except Jack.
Aww, that's so sweet.
Wait, but you want us to do this job and you don't even feel good about the job?
No, I don't. That's why I want you to do it with me. Because I know that something is going to happen to us. And I don't know who to trust. And for some reason, in my gut, it's telling me that if there is anybody to trust, then it's you. Or at least someone among you.
Can I roll an insight check? I want to vibe check Santos. I just rolled my d20 for that, right? And then it's +4.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. 16.
So anybody who's paying attention, and Jack, I think this would land on you in a particular way because you have a history with Santos. You're seeing someone who is not at ease. He's anxious. He's fumbling around a little bit. He looks like a kid that just woke up from a nightmare and is still trying to make sense out of it, but is still trying to kind of get through it. So Santos gets up and he's like kind of pacing, leaves the rest of the drink on the table. I would rather have you all come with me, but I don't know if I want to give you all away to Nightshade.
Well, I've got papers now.
Hey, Lenore, maybe don't bring up the papers to the actual guard.
But I can prove I'm legitimate.
You said now, like you acquired them recently, when you didn't have them yesterday, when he knows full damn well that you didn't have them yesterday.
I don't know if you all understand the role that I play for the city. I'm not the police in the city.
Aren't you a guard?
I'm just a gate guard. I just make sure that there isn't contraband being brought in. And sometimes, honestly, I don't care.
See, he doesn't care if I just got my papers.
So he's one of the good ones. I'll take it.
I'm just trying to get through every day as best as I can. And this is a big curveball.
You're going to see Bjorg look you directly in the eyes, and he is going to test your expression on this. Last night when I got back to the inn, I drew up illegal papers for Lenore to make sure she had an ID so she could walk around the city freely. Thoughts?
What? I don't know. I didn't even hear anything that you just said. I don't know. I didn't hear this la 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 la. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like this one. Okay.
All right. Well, I gotta go report back. You're welcome to come with me if you want to. I want you to know that they don't know about you exactly. At least I don't think so. You're welcome to come if you want.
Maybe we follow and keep our distance, or find an alley to sit by until you get details and then you come get us.
Stealth mission.
Somewhat.
That sounds great.
Real quick, before you leave, we've got a particular delicacy on its way. I don't want to pass this up, honestly. It's a little bit of red meat coming our way. Do you want to hang out?
I want to eat it.
Oh, I'm just saying, we can wait for another 5 minutes and we can have the breakfast and then we can go report then.
It might be good to get to know one another a little bit.
You see at that moment, Grug's already coming with a tray full of meat. Places it down, and Santos, are you still standing? You were like standing, getting ready to get going.
I'm standing. Yeah.
This is for everyone. Can't tell no one outside of here about it, okay?
Stands up, gives like a nice whiff, and looks at you, Santos, and he just puts a hand on your shoulder.
Been pacing a lot today. Relax, this is a special day. Dig in.
Santos is about to say something and stops himself. Looks at the plate of food. Grabs a piece of meat with his hand and starts to chomp on it.
That's right. Nothing's too important that it can't wait till after a good meal.
I'm eating it.
Me too. Just digging in. The grease is just like covering the bandages until they like are soaked through and just come off. He just kind of like wipes them off and takes off the bandages and pockets them.
Bjorg has fork and knife. He hasn't cut into his lamb yet, but he's just looking across at Tevin. Do you eat? What sustains you? I need to know more.
I don't currently know.
Try it.
He's just kind of sitting there, like, staring down at the plate and then everybody else eating.
Do you feel hungry? Do you feel?
I don't know what you are asking me currently.
I'm gonna poke you in the back.
Head just turns slowly towards whatever's poking him.
Ah, so you do feel. He felt that.
Is that feeling?
Yeah, well, it's like physical felt.
I was more curious about the emotional aspect of feeling.
How do you feel about your brother?
Do you love your brother?
I do not know. It seems to be that he has some sort of, how you say, feelings towards me. He seemed very excited and worried, worked up.
So you can tell that he's feeling something.
You know the words, you know the descriptors, but can you feel them yourself is my curiosity.
I do not know. Maybe I have not experienced them yet.
If your brother died, what would you think about that?
I would mourn him.
Okay. That sounds like feeling. I'm picking up the meat on a fork and just biting it off of one big slab on a fork.
I'm gonna watch her do that, and then just follow suit and grab a fork and just awkwardly stab the meat and hold it up in front of me and just kind of like hit my mouth with it.
Is that good?
I think it is good.
If you're having a good time, buddy, that's all that matters.
I tell you what, when we're out there, I'll be sure to cook us up stuff like this as often as I can.
Are there lamb just roaming out in the wild?
Yeah, of course.
Are we gonna have to steal one?
I mean, we could do either. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably eat better than most of the people in this city. I can find herbs, I can find meats, I can find what I think is a potato. Still kind of up in the air about that one, but it didn't break my teeth, and that's what's important.
If you don't mind me inquiring, why do we eat?
We just gotta.
Fuel.
It tastes good and it keeps you going.
You see that liquid? Point to the little pipes with the liquid flowing through and the little bubbles. That kind of goes through us. Oh shit, but then I'm not describing blood, we're describing food. Your liquid is like our lamb. It keeps us going, it gives us the energy to get through our day, and if we don't have it, we die.
That sounds like a weird tagline. Your liquid is our lamb. I cannot imagine what the product would be, but like...
Why is it bad that we die?
You're getting a little existential for me, buddy.
How do we not know what happens after?
I think you go somewhere else.
I don't know where we go, but that just means you're not here anymore, and we can share memories or gain new ones if we die.
So I must not die.
Correct.
You can get new memories after you die.
How do you know?
Well, I assume so. It feels like that's what's happening.
You died before.
Have you died before?
I feel feel like that might have been what happened. I'm not really sure. Maybe I just teleported. Or maybe I'm just asleep and I'm just in a hospital or something right now.
I don't want to know, but thank you very much for elaborating.
Topic change. Did anyone else see the future? I saw the future. It was beautiful.
You saw the future?
I did. I was in a shiny vehicle, and I was looking out across a sea of Tevin buildings.
Oh, was that a car?
I don't know what it was.
A car? Was it a Bentley?
It had my Bjorg on it.
Wait, were the wings like feathery wings or like mechanical like yours?
I didn't get a good look at it. I just made it how I assumed. I thought I made the vehicle, so I'm trying to replicate that eventually. I figured I'd start with the emblem.
Did it have like a wheel? You sit
Yes.
and there's a wheel in front of a chair?
Yes, so it looks
that
like
you turn?
I'm trying to piece it together in my head, and it seems like it's a cart that I can use for my jewelry, but I don't have to push it.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
It's made out of metal?
Yes.
That sounds like a car!
It's all the future, and Tevin is my key to the future, which is why we need to talk later.
We are talking now, are we not?
Oh, God.
It sounds like Santos isn't the only one that had visions.
The future's cool. I would love to hear more about it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I was sitting in a jail cell, and I saw my foot on someone else's table, so I don't know what to think about that.
Maybe we don't want to go to the future for you.
That's why I think it maybe isn't the future, because I currently don't have the foot. And I point at my metal foot.
Did someone steal it as a lucky charm?
What's lucky about my foot?
That's so gruesome. Why would somebody do that?
A rabbit's foot is a thing.
Well, I know I have one, but why would that be lucky? This is just my foot.
People carry them around for good luck.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm just listening as I take another bite of this dead animal that we're eating.
Did anyone else see anything in the smoke? If we're being open with one another.
Well, it turned into a dragon.
Not that. In your brain.
Oh.
What was your future?
Oh, no, mine was more of the past.
You all are boring.
I didn't see anything. Poppy shifts uncomfortably.
Insight check.
I was hoping so.
Nice.
No! It's a 9.
Ha ha! Something's off. Definitely not the whole truth.
Again, just squints his eyes, looking at you, but it's all right, I'm gonna let you have your secrets. I'm not saying this out loud. Just it's the face that I'm putting on is I can tell something's not here, but I'm not gonna pry.
Tevin, what was your future?
I don't know if it was future or past, but I feel like I did see a few things. One being what seems like a person laying down. And then I saw a structure.
Riveting.
What kind of structure?
I could not tell you. It had a door and windows.
A building.
Yes.
Was it a Tevin building?
I could not tell you the difference.
Was it like our buildings, or was it a building that looked like it was made of you? Shiny, metal, steel.
More like ours.
Oh, so maybe it was the past.
And the door was locked. I tried to go in, but I couldn't. Next thing I know, brother walked into the room.
That'll be an interesting puzzle piece to figure out.
Santos, how about you? Sounds like we've got the whole crew going forward. Well, almost, and I look at Poppy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What were your visions?
I don't know. I think they were all really weird pieces of stuff that I don't know if it means anything to me. I just remember feeling really off. Didn't feel right. Didn't feel good. Didn't feel... I don't know if it was really anything. I don't think it's the future. I didn't get a feeling that it was the past. I didn't get a feeling that it was real. I just thought it was some weird kind of fever dream happening. But I was awake.
You can't describe it?
I just remember seeing that I was in a pretty beat up looking kind of shack of a house, maybe. But then it kept changing. I kept looking around and I felt like I was somewhere else and then somewhere else. And things were moving really fast and there was a lot of lights and it was nighttime. And I kind of felt like something was, I don't know. I always sort of felt like something was there. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a dream when you like have dreams and you can't remember. You're like, I was here, but then I wasn't there. I was there, and then something happened to make this happen, but I don't understand how. That sounds like a dream.
You mentioned that this was a dream.
I think it probably is, or I was teleported.
Maybe it is a dream because in my future, I didn't have horns. I was a person, a human.
What? Were you still the same color? Could you tell? Were you red?
No. Oh no.
You'll get reincarnated. Maybe I'm in the past right now.
I wouldn't think that hard about it.
And there's magic in the past, but then magic is gonna go away because in my normal life there was no magic.
No magic.
What are you talking about? You're a small little fairy, but man, you have big ideas. And my head hurts.
Well, I couldn't fly before. And now I can fly. And I'm all little. Everything is big.
What's the before?
My flashback, my normal life.
You're not dream life, right?
Yeah, where I was before here. The place with Pokemon and Bentleys and cars.
Pokemon, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Boo Boo Boo.
Not Boo Boo Boo, but yeah.
I don't know where the rest of the song.
Wait, you know the song?
Okay, so...
No, you just made it up.
All right.
Listen, everybody, I love that we're having a little bit of time to get to know each other more, but we do have something that we need to get done. Should we get this show on the road? Are you coming with me, or are you going to wait for me here?
Yeah, I'm just about done with my lamb, so sure.
All right, I'm following.
Let's get dangerous.
I'm going to start to walk out, but please keep up what you have to say. It's actually really kind of calming to be around people who seem to not feel the panic and dread of the severity of the situation that we're about to head into.
What's gonna happen? We're gonna die and show up somewhere else?
Well, there's a reason why people don't leave the city, Lenore.
If you consider the events of the last 24 hours, we're the ones that were special. We made it out unscathed, so we must be doing something right.
We're the chosen ones. We are the protagonists of this story.
Oh boy.
We got plot armor, it's fine.
Tell that to the residents outside the walls, Lenore. Let's fucking go.
I will.
Before we leave, I'm gonna find Grug. Hey, the lamb, delicious. I hope that you can keep making more of that.
Oh, good. I got a big order. Glad it's good.
Santos, as you open the door to leave, you see a green dragonborn man coming up.
Excuse me, sir. Didn't mean to barge in.
Squeezes by you, Santos, and he catches eyes with Bjorg.
Mr. Bjork.
And Bjorg, this is the green dragonborn man from just last night.
Oh, hello.
I did not know you were into such delicacies.
Looks over as Grug has a large box that he puts on the bar and gives a nod to him.
First time.
Hope it's good. I'm quite excited. You know, I'm actually glad I ran into you. I'm going to need to change just a thing on that order.
Thank God I did not start it yet.
Ring is totally the same, just going to need delivery.
You see he has a small note and hands it to you.
Okay. Any specific thing I need to know upon arrival?
It's got the address and the password.
And he gives you a wink.
Great.
As he walks by, he looks at Lenore.
And Miss Lenore.
Whoa. Wait, what?
Dread has been looking for you ever since the fountain.
Dread? That's a scary name.
I just find him soon.
What's your name?
My name is Virgil.
Virgil, hi. I'd introduced myself, but apparently you already know me.
Tis quite weird introducing myself to you again, Lenore.
Wait, how did we meet? We didn't go on a date, did we?
Gods no.
Jackal just lowers his head.
Good to see you, and Mr. Bjork, I will see you in just 2 days.
Tip my bowler hat to him.
Can I look to see if Virgil has a tattoo on his wrist?
He currently has long sleeves on.
I'm gonna try to move his sleeve and look.
Oh, shouldn't be doing that. Not here.
I'm just looking.
For what?
See if you have a tattoo.
His eyes squint at you underneath the hat. You're acting strange, Miss Lenore.
Well, you're not giving me any information.
Find Dread.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I fly out.
I'm on high alert. I'm just about to draw a weapon. But instead of acting out, I look right at Jack. Are you relaxed, Jack? Or are you on high alert?
For the most part, pretty relaxed. I mean, it's a weird interaction, but I'm also like a little bit dejected because of the date comment.
Don't interrupt me, I'm leaving for dramatic effect. I storm out.
I storm out behind you.
I must storm out. And he'll stand up and quickly go to the door, still with the lamb on the fork and just hitting his mouth with it.
Once we get close to where I'm expecting to touch base with Darian, you're welcome to come in with me again, but you don't have to. The choice is yours, and I'll start to head towards the door.
I follow.
You guys are over by the Nightshade complex. You're assuming you're going to meet Darian over by the garages? That's not the right word. Not quite stables, but where they keep all of these carts. It's a big building that is a collection of these little stalls that these carts are kept in, as well as the horses that draw them. As you enter this main building, you see inside, a lot of the carts already have gone for the day if they were leaving. And normally this part of the day, kind of boring in here. It's just stable hands feeding the animals. But right now, you see Officer Darian is here speaking with some of the stable hands, as well as there are 2 other Nightshade guards. You hear Darian speaking with these stable hands, instructing them what they're supposed to be doing. Under no circumstances should anyone be let in this building, save for you and the others, as this is top secret.
I approach and get myself into his field of vision so that he knows that I'm there and knows that I'm waiting to speak to him, but I won't interrupt.
His eyes dart to you and then the rest of the group, and he says, "Scratch that. No one else comes in tonight." Santos.
Yes, sir.
Darian looks at each of you, and when he does so with Lenore, he gives a bit of an eye roll.
I pout.
Sir, as instructed, I've gathered those with me that were able to resist the effects of whatever that smoke was. I've instructed them as to at least the general understanding that I have of the mission that you are asking us to take on. And there's a couple of things that they are requesting. I feel it is my responsibility to bring to your attention. Since they are not official Nightshade members, they're asking what the compensation is going to be, if there are any other, and I kind of turn and sort of tilt my head a little bit, trying to remember some of the details that they had mentioned in the conversation that we had before. And I say, perks? They want to know what's in it for them.
He sighs. You see, he was listening to you, but it almost acts like he's not after the first thing you said. And it had to be her.
These are the people that I noticed.
He looks at Lenore. You're lucky I'm not arresting you right now. Though we have bigger issues.
Beggars can't be choosers.
What'd I ever do to you? Cross my arms.
Don't play coy with me.
She has amnesia, I think.
This way, and we will answer your questions. Shows you to a single coach car. Jacket looks very similar to the ones that you have used so many times before, but this one looks a little bit bigger. There's a big tank on top filled with that same lightning. You also notice that this one has no horse in front of it. You do recognize, however, that Mel is here, the same dwarven man who is often on your expeditions. You can see he gives you a bit of a smile, but doesn't say anything as he makes eye contact with Darian. Thank you for rounding up the others, Santos. You all will be paid handsomely if the mission is a success. Mel will be handing out a few gold each to show we are serious. The rest of the payment will come when you return with the object. Upon your return, you can choose to be paid in gold, or we can triple the value and give you night shillings. Your choice. As for the mission itself, you saw the object that fell in the city. There are more out there. We do not know how many more, though we do know of one nearby to the west that fell outside the walls of Twin Rivers. We hope this object is still where we believe it to be and has not sustained any damage. Bring anything you can back. At the very least, any information you can get.
I have a question. Are we allowed to do illegal things if we need to? That's a bad way of asking that, but just wondering if there's like leniency about like if we have to fight things out there or steal things or...
As you know, Jack, our jurisdiction, our rules apply to contractors such as yourself, Nightshade, as well as this city itself. Whatever else you meet out there, kill it.
Loud and clear.
Mel, please split the gold between them. Get the coach moving.
Are we supposed to, like, not be seen or anything? Is that why?
This is a secret mission currently.
Stealth mission.
It is why you are going to be placed in the coach from here all the way to the wall.
Okay, fun.
Mel begins walking around with a bag of gold, starts handing out 2 gold to you each.
This is a lot of money.
If this works well, who knows what will happen for you. You see Mel continues to give out the 2 gold to each of you. Goes up to Jack.
Took my advice real quick, didn't you? Working for Nightshade already? And on a mission from Carmina herself?
It's a little bit more complicated than that.
I didn't know you'd even be joining us on this little journey here. I feel even safer now that I know you're here. When I heard Santos was going, I volunteered.
Between you and me, we're gonna make sure that nothing happens to him or you or any of these folks.
Hey, Jack. Hop in.
Pat him on the shoulder and literally jump into the cart.
I give Officer Darian a salute. I get in to the coach and wait for Mel.
So we gave you 2 gold now. As far as I know, it's going to be 50 gold total. So you'll be getting 48 more on the way back. That's each.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Jack, mind just doing the honors?
So I go up to the front doors. I knock on the door. Away it goes.
That cart continues to move. Mel has to close all of the windows so you guys can no longer see outside.
It's going to be a long trek. I'm going to try to get some shut-eye now, and then I'll do the night shift while you all sleep. That way in the morning, you'll be nice and rested.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Mel.
Off we go.
And you guys hear the gates open that allow these carts out, crackling of the lightning just above your heads, as well as the sound of the wheels turning, as the caravan moves away from the safety of Twin Rivers. And for today, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
On to new adventures.
To danger.
Interesting.
I can't wait to hunt a sheep.
I have notes on all of you.
Oh, no.
Right.
Ooh, curious.
I got notes on every single one of you jerks, and I've got reasons to talk to each of you publicly and privately. And I can't wait.
I can't wait to talk about those. And we're going to talk about stuff like that over on Behind the Scenes. You can join us over on patreon.com/castparty for just that, behind the scenes, our after show where we talk about each episode and tons of other amazing bonuses. You can send in NPC names like Grug McGluffin, and you might hear those NPCs in the show. We have tons of other awesome stuff there, so go check it out. I also want to do a quick P.O. box shout out as well. We haven't done these in a little while. So if you want to send things to the cast main series or side series, we have a P.O. box. Address is in the description. Let us know who it is in a little note inside so I know who I contribute it to. Some recent things we've received include some pun books for Vince from Earthos Creations, dice sets from Tim and Darn Tootin', a beautiful crocheted Sebastian figure, Daisy and all, from Kaylee, a set of Tannis-themed dice from Fish Fanatic, some amazing German snacks and energy drinks from Anne, as well as a bunch of handwritten letters, which we absolutely love reading, and even some hand-drawn artwork. And we also just received a save the date from Katie and Martin, so congratulations to you both. Y'all are seriously the best. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Jackie left in a hurry, and I still got so much lamb left. I hope a new guy shows up. He could eat this entire thing himself. Or maybe Anne. She always liked that rat stew I had to make during the dark years. This lamb has got some of those same herbs that dragons gave me for the rat stew. The ones she didn't tell me the name of. At least I ran out of the one that made you see things. A full pot of stew that made people hallucinate. Dubward swore up and down he beat me in a game of tic-tacky to get rid of your toes. No idea what that is. St. D. Love was hanging from the rafters for nearly an hour, yet was so relaxed, somehow the quietest he'd ever been. Eric 5 had 3 bowls of the stuff before it hit him. He took over the back room with his cult of followers because God told him he could. Even I believed him. That man has a way with words. Forerunner took the big booth to himself and wouldn't let anyone else sit, even though this place was packed. He said he was talking to a whole slew of fairies and werebeasts who were sitting around the table. They still didn't leave a tip. Frankie kept asking for a deck of cards to show us a magic trick. Someone finally gave one to her, and all of a sudden she threw it in the air and yelled, "Ha ha, pick it up." Wasn't much of a trick. Heather did pick up all those cards in a jiffy. She then went around cleaning the entire place, sweeping and scrubbing. I've been meaning to hire her again. Even my dad, Isaweek, showed up that day. First time at the finger trap, and oh boy, he had a day filled with excitement. He said he'd never been to a place so crazy, and I believe that was the first time he had ever been proud of me. That is, until the guard showed up. Jesky Fire came in and forced everyone to calm down. She got a hold of the situation real fast. That is, until Jessie convinced her to try the stew. Oh boy, Jesky went crazy. She even brought Jonas in from the street. Yeah, Stormbringer Jonas. Backpack and all. Once that happened, I sobered up real fast and had to get everybody out. I took a page from Kaylee. Yeah, she organized that week of parades for the demigods last year. Impromptu parade through the city to get these crazies out of my bar. Lady Lorax was a big help. I told her about the parade. She started making these crazy dancing lights. From there, Lexi joined in with her marimba, and there was a whole parade sent around Twin Rivers. Don't know much what happened after that. Opti tried to tell me some stories about how half the parade jumped into the river before the guard broke everything up. I'm just glad I got out scot-free and didn't have to deal with those crazies. Bassdrop and Bubba were 2 of the only ones left. They had been thumb wrestling for nearly 3 hours, and they just weren't going to quit until one of them lost. I had to get Ebab Flo to come in and take them to prison for the night. I heard even in their cell they wouldn't stop the wrestling. After all that, I just needed to deal with the cult in the back room. Twisted Abyss rose the ranks real fast and took over from Eric 5 once the effects had worn off. But Twisted was adamant about keeping this cult going. Offered me rent to keep the back room and all. The plan was to do something called multi-level marketing. As far as I know, he only got one customer, Slimy. And they've been trying to sell those supplements ever since. Maybe I should buy some. I could add those in the next stew.